Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back, it's Jordan here. Today I'm going to be upgrading the Lego room with the addition of more shelving. Yep, the Lego room is looking pretty full. There's not a whole lot of space for more sets and there's not a whole lot of space for more shelves, but that's why I've got to be creative and innovative to come up with new ways to display more Lego, because I don't want to stop. I just want to keep adding more, and the Lego group, I don't think they're going to stop either. They're going to continue to issue massive sets that are rather difficult to display. So yeah, I've got to come up with a way to expand my shelving section here in the room. And I think the other day with my tape measure, I came up with a pretty cool solution. So that's what we're going to be taking care of today in this video. So of course I find myself in the Ikea warehouse. I am all too familiar with this place. It is absolutely fantastic. So many great products at Ikea for displaying Lego. Sure, they're not like the best quality, but they're relatively affordable, I guess. I've got two different shelves here. They're actually TV cabinets, known as the Besta TV cabinets. So I've got the triple unit, and then right down here, I've got the double unit. In addition to those, I need a total of 5 shelves. Lego room upgrades are not cheap. What did it cost? $351.75. It'll be totally worth it though. Just wait and see how many big sets we're going to be able to display on these new units. It's going to be epic. So I actually went to Ikea last night, woke up this morning, got the cabinets down here, and I'm super excited to build them. You know what? I'm trying something a little bit different here today. I've got a different action cam. So classically I would use the GoPro, but I bought a different one that has way more settings. And I'm just going to test it for the first time here in this video. Just want to make sure the color is good. I know the GoPro really struggled with the color here in the Lego room. Also want to make sure the stabilization is good. And I'm also not using an external microphone or like a lapel mic. I'm just using the microphone right on the camera, and this is an action cam. So I'm very curious to see how the audio is as well. So yeah, I just want to test it out. This thing is crazy. It has a whole bunch of different settings, and that's the reason why I got it. And those settings are going to be able to film some crazy videos here in the Lego room and also in like nature, maybe in Legoland, etc. So I really want to learn how to use this camera. It's quite a learning curve and there's lots to learn about it to fully unlock its potential. But I cannot wait to film some crazy videos for YouTube and also for like Instagram and other social medias, because you can film like vertical videos with this camera. It's got a crazy selfie stick. I want to show you this. You might hear the clicking of the selfie stick, okay? Just gonna put you guys way out there. Just give me 1 second. Check it out. Here we go. Holy cow! It's almost like you're a drone. I don't know if you can hear me way out there. Hello, hello, hello! But you can get some crazy views of the city, even just using the linear setting, which it's on now. But there's all sorts of crazy settings such as 360 and also me mode, where the selfie stick will actually disappear. Like, this camera is actually crazy. There's so many different things that I'll be able to do with it here in the Lego room, and I'm super excited about testing it to its full potential. Not in this video, because we've got some cabinets that need to be built, but in future videos I'm going to test it to its full potential and we'll do some crazy stuff with it. But I'm going to continue filming this vlog with this camera. I don't see why I wouldn't try and learn how to use it before I go to Denmark, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some pretty crazy footage that I'll be able to capture there, and I'm just hyped about it. Sorry I'm going on about a camera, but I think it's going to present this Lego room in a really cool way. All right, let's get building these cabinets. I've definitely built a lot of Ikea furniture in my day, and I still don't enjoy doing it, and I still make mistakes while doing it. These Besta TV cabinets are pretty simplistic though. They're just like got some screws that go into the base, and then you put the uprights in, and then you put the back in, and then you put the top on, and it's pretty much done. It does not take long to build these at all. These are like TV well, I guess you can use them for anything, but they're just like basic TV cabinets. You can, of course, put drawers and cupboards and all sorts of stuff on them, but I'm just going to use them for shelving here in the Lego room. They're the exact same ones that currently host the mansion and some of the sets below. It's nice that you can put the shelves in there. The cubbies are pretty deep, and also they're pretty tall, so you can fit some pretty big sets inside. So I'm guessing you already put together the fact that these cabinets are going to be running through the open space here in the Lego room. However, when you put them together like that, they become pretty long. So in order to do that, I've got to make some changes to the existing Besta units. So of course, like I was mentioning, I did a whole bunch of pre-measuring before actually committing to purchasing these from Ikea, and I was on the waiting list to get them in stock. Sorry if you can hear my dog panting, he's on my lap as I do this voiceover. But these things will fit end to end, and they're also going to go up to the mansion, like up against it, so that diorama table is actually going to get expanded as well, which is a good thing. And you can see me measuring and measuring and measuring, and that's because I want to make sure that these cabinets here are parallel with the billy shelves, and I also want to make sure that the walkway is wider on the left side than it is on the right side. Yeah, this is just getting a little bit difficult for me because I feel like the mansion sort of has to move. Like, to be honest, it doesn't really work with all the Star Wars UCS sets, but shoe on the other foot, nor will the Winter Village, right? Like a Winter Village there with all the Star Wars stuff. I guess if it went end to end, it wouldn't look as out of place. But look at that, there's the Death Star 2 just looming over the mansion, and then we have the UCS Imperial Shuttle and the Death Star playset, the TIE Fighter, the TIE Advanced, and then the Sandcrawler, and also the Y-Wing. Then below, we've got the X-Wings. I know, they're sort of shadowing each other right now. You can't really see them perfectly, but they take up a lot of space. I did have them up top above, but I just moved them down there, and then I also have the Slave 1 right there. So what I could do is move the mansion, and then I could put the Star Destroyer there, and when I build the Venator, which actually fits perfectly right over there, but then I could build the Venator, and we could have Star Destroyer, Venator. Yeah, how cool would that be? Be super cool. Then this whole cabinet right here, like this Star Destroyer would go, that leaves a huge chunk of space there. Then we still have the Super Star Destroyer, which doesn't really take up a whole lot of space, which is good, because I could move some other UCS stuff, that being the gunship, the 501st Army, also the UCS Millennium Falcon, and the Razor Crest over there on that shelf. It would all fit if I made these changes. Then all of my Star Wars stuff would no longer, well, it would be over there, and it would no longer be like contaminating, but it'd no longer be like leaking over here, right? So all the Star Wars stuff would be isolated in that end of the room, which is what I've always wanted to do. It's just become too much, and I haven't had enough display space, specifically the big cabinets, because a lot of the Star Wars sets are monsters, and they don't fit on the billy units. Otherwise, I would just continue along this way, but you just can't do that. And I've done the math 100 times. There's no way of bringing more PAX units over here. I actually did the math to see if these two units could be switched to the PAX units, but it just doesn't work. 2 PAX units would come out to like here, and they're deeper. You'd have like a foot and a half to get through. It just doesn't make sense to do that. Yeah, so my hands are sort of not really tied, but I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here in regards to this mansion. It is a tough decision. Could move it, and I could build a Star Wars UCS display in this section of the room until I'm ready to build the Winter Village. And then once I move all of this UCS stuff here, these PAX units would pretty much be free. Maybe that would give me space to build a Winter Village on a PAX unit, or maybe when I build the Winter Village, a bunch of this UCS stuff on the long end of this, like right here, would have to go back on the shelves, and then I could build a long Winter Village there. That might be cool, right? That might be pretty neat, because a lot of these, like this and this and this, all came from the billy units, like from over there and over there. So I could condense that and put the Winter Village here, but I sort of want to just build like an epic UCS display. That would be neat, especially because there's the new Venator waiting to be built. I just finished moving the Winter Village from over there to over here, and I forgot how modular I actually made this thing. Like, each plate is its own entity. It's super easy to move. It's actually pretty well constructed, it's going to be very hard taking this version apart to rebuild a new one when I get around to rebuilding a different winter village. One thing I know for sure is that the mansion is not going to be that easy to move. Sure, it is modular in the sense that all the floors and different rooms will come apart, but like the base is pretty much one large base. The gunship looks pretty good on this cabinet here, and same with the Millennium Falcon. I had to lower this shelf a little bit to make space for the Millennium Falcon shelf. Still not enough space there, but I know like this whole shelf will probably be changing in the future once I get that Venator built. That looks pretty good though when you come down the stairs. Like I'm standing on my last step right now, so you can see all the Star Wars stuff and then all the Star Wars stuff right there as well. So I've decided that the mansion is not gonna move for right now. It's gonna stay there. I just don't have the heart to move it today. No, I don't want to move it. But I moved the Stormtrooper Army right there above the Ewok Village, and I also moved the A-Wing over here. Then Mos Eisley was there before. Same with the Slave 1 and the X-Wings, but then I have the B-Wing right here. Hey, I'm watching Rebels, and they just featured the B-Wing. That was a super cool episode. Thing was a beast. And then, yeah, that Venator, we're going to build that. And this area is looking pretty Star Wars-ish, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Look at all the UCS sets. That is so cool, especially the ones right there now. Oh, yeah, I replaced the B-Wing. Sorry, it took the Justifier's spot, because this is all like original trilogy stuff right here, right? It's all original trilogy sets. Pretty cool, other than the gunship, I guess. But yeah, I like that. That's a really cool concept. And then with all of that stuff removed, pretty much cleared an entire PAX unit, because I'll be able to condense this, maybe put that piano where the X-Wings used to be. That's actually above my desk there. And condense this and pretty much clear an entire PAX unit, which is huge, right? And then we've got the Razor Crest. I was thinking about moving it down here beside Cloud City, but you wouldn't really see it down there, so I decided not to do that yet, at least. Moving that mansion, that is the dilemma of the day. Should I do it? It's going to have to be done eventually. And where is that winter village going to go? Who could know? So a pretty successful day, I've got to say. I love the LEGO Star Wars UCS displays. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, 3 meters of new cabinetry entering the LEGO room. That is huge. Unlocked potential, in my opinion. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, and farewell.